Hello everyone, my name is Jibril and welcome to this VB tutorial. Today we're going to talk about an if statement. Okay, so what is an if statement, you may ask? In computer programming, an if statement evaluates if a statement is true or false. Okay, for example, you are creating an application for an organization, and that organization's building, they don't take minors in. Okay, so they take people above 18 years and older. So now, to create a program like that, you're gonna need a if statement. Okay, so let's create one. Let's create one which is very basic. Okay, so let me start by creating a string variable first, and I will name it name. Okay, so dimension. All right, let me name it name, and then we're gonna call it, we're gonna do a string. Okay, so we're gonna do a string variable like we said, and then we're gonna assign, or maybe let's collect that from the user. Okay, and what else? Okay, so let me create another variable as integer. Okay, and we're gonna name it age. Okay, and then we're gonna create an integer variable. Let's create an integer variable, not that. Okay, integer. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, let's collect that information from the user. So if the user is under the age, we're gonna tell them, no, you are not allowed to enter this building. Okay, if the user is older than 18, we're gonna tell them, hey, you are allowed, or you are old enough to enter the building, to enter into the building. Okay, so let's start by collecting information from them. Okay, first we're gonna collect their name and then their age. So now we're gonna test. Okay, we're gonna test if the user is older than 18 or under 18. So let's do that. Okay, to do that, we're gonna ask them to put their information first. So we're gonna do console dot write we're gonna ask them for their name. So we're gonna say, okay, please enter your name, and then we're gonna assign name as whatever they type. Okay, so we're gonna do name is equal to console that read line. We're gonna do name is equal to console that read line, and then okay, to actually save some time, I'm gonna copy this. Okay, and then repaste it down here. Okay, so all you have to do is just change this to age, assign age to that, and then here we're gonna say enter your age, and then here we're gonna say enter your name. Right, let's test the program first. Okay, okay, now saying enter your name. My name is Jibril, as we all know. Now it's 36. Okay, the program is working fine. So let's actually write that if statement code to test if the user is under the age, or if the user is old enough to enter into this building. All right, so to test it, we're gonna write an if statement. Okay, we're gonna do if age is equal or is greater or equal 18. If age is equal or greater or equal 18, we're gonna tell the user, okay, console that, right, we're gonna tell them Okay, console dot write line. Okay, I'm gonna tell them you are old enough to enter. Okay, if the user is actually if the user is 18 or older, we're going to tell them you're old enough to enter. Now I'm going to just do an else if statement. Else, actually not else if, but else. Okay, else we're going to tell them console dot write line. Let's see. Console dot write line. Okay, you are not old enough to enter into the building. Okay, so that is a very basic if statement. Okay, and we're gonna write a complex one, but I'm just giving you the idea on how an if statement works. So let's test the program. Let me expand it so that you see everything. So it's asking me for my name. My name is Jibril Abdi. And then it says enter your age. I'm gonna lie to it and tell them that, okay, tell it that I'm 18 first. Okay, 18, and it's telling me you're old enough to enter. So now let's stop the program and then refire it. Alright, let me expand it as usual so that you see. So now I type my name, okay, Abdi, and then I'm gonna tell it I am 16 years old. Now it's telling me you are not old enough to enter into this into the building. So basically that's how an if statement works. All right, so we're gonna actually continue our tutorial from where we left off, okay, by using if statement. Okay, so we're gonna use the if statement to test the user's input and then respond to the user according to what they whatever they actually put in there. So let's close this one. Let's close this one and end our tutorial there. So let me show you what I mean by a complex if statement. Okay, we're gonna end this tutorial there, but let me show you this other program that I wrote. It's a statement tutorial, and if you want me to actually show you the whole process, let me know and I will definitely do it. I'll be glad to do it actually. So all right, let me comment this one out and go to the interviewer 2 and let's fire this one up. So this one is a little bit more complex than the one that you just saw, but I will show you the code and explain how it works. So basically we wrote this program, actually a basic version of it, and what I did is just enhanced it a little bit. So let's dive in and see what the program does. So okay, it's asking for my first name is Jibril, and then my last name is Abdi, and now it's asking me for my gender. Okay, so this is where this if statement code lines begin, right? So if I type I'm a female, which I'm not, it's gonna say hey, hello, Mrs. On Mrs. Jibril. But and if you say if you tell the program that you are a male, it's gonna say hello, Mister, and then concatenate that with your name and then greet you up properly. Okay, so if you tell the program, that you're a female, it will actually greet you accordingly. Let me show you what I mean. So I'm a male. I'm gonna type that I'm a male. So it says, hello, Mr. Jibril. Welcome to this interview. And how's your day going? So last program that we wrote, we didn't use any if statement. So it was a very basic one, and you just we typed good. But today, let's say I'm not feeling good. Okay, so I'm gonna type that I'm not. I'm gonna type not good. All right. Okay. So we say not good. Let's see what the program is gonna say. Okay. So now it's replying. I hope your day gets better. So, Mr. Jibril, where are you from? So now this is where the program will take a turn and then go to a different route if you tell, according to what country you are from. And if you tell it that you are from Somalia, it's gonna start interacting with you in Somali. And if you tell you are from Kenya, the program will start interacting you in Swahili. So let's try by telling we are from Somalia, right? So I'm from Somalia, so I'll say I'm from Somalia. And now the program says, oh wow, Jibril wanjala is Somalia. Sanad kala soo dhaafay ayaa igu dambeysay. Which means, oh wow, Jibril, I love Somalia. I was there last year. So now again it says, Marka Jibril, meeqa sano ayaa jirta? So, which means, so Jibril, how old are you? Now let me tell my age, right? Okay, so I'm gonna tell it 36. And now it replies, wow, Jibril, umeek sodoni lehjir, meaning, wow, Jibril, you don't look 36. And then says, why hay Jibril, su'ashani waxay qusaysaa cabirka khibradaada meeqa shirkadood ayaa la soo shaqaysay. Meaning, okay, Jibril, this question evaluates your work experience. Okay, so and it's asking me how many companies did I worked with or did I worked for. So the program is gonna decide based on your answer. If you tell it you worked for more than three companies, it's gonna actually hire you. If you worked for less than 3 companies, it's gonna decide whether you'll be hired later on, or maybe if they don't find someone better than you, they will decide and they will say, hey, we're gonna call you. So let me tell it, I worked for 3 companies for now this round, and it says, hambalyo Jibril, waa lagu shaqaaleeyay ee fadlan soo laawo talaadada soo socota. Meaning, congratulations Jibril, you were hired, please come back next Tuesday. And now the program is telling me, why ay Jibril interviewing anta ayuu noogu eg yahay maalinta ku wacnaato. Meaning, okay Jibril, this brings us to the end of our interview, or this is the end of our interview. Have a great day. Goodbye. Now it records the date that the interview was taken, and now it's telling me fadlan taawo enter si aad u xirtid barnaamijka. Meaning, please press enter to end the program, and if I press enter, the program ends or restarts and wait for the next person. There we go. Says, please enter your name, enter your first name. Okay guys, we're gonna end our tutorial here because the video is getting longer. So and we're gonna do part 2, and we'll continue from there. See you in part 2.